This is the first tablet, the lost books of Inki, and this would be chapter 2. Nergal, lord of the lore domain, ferociously was demanding, let the old weapons of terror for obliteration be used. At my own son I gazed in disbelief, for brother against brother the terror weapons have been forsworn. Instead of consent there was silence. In the silence Enlil opened his mouth. Punishment there must be. Like birds without wings the evildoers shall be. Marduk and Nebu us of heritage are depriving, let them of the place of the celestial chariots be deprived. Let the place be scorched to oblivion. Neneruta shouted, the one who scorches, let me be. Excited, Nergal stood up and shouted, let the evildoers' cities also be upheavaled. The sinning cities let me obliterate, let the annihilator my name thereafter be. The earthlings by us created must not be harmed, the righteous with the sinners must not be perished, I forcefully said. Ninharasag, my creating helpmate, was consenting. The matter is between the gods alone to settle. The people must not be harmed. Anu, from the celestial abode, to the discussions was giving much heed. Anu, who determines fates from his celestial abode, his voice made heard. Let the weapons of terror be this once used. Let the place of the rocket ships be obliterated. Let the people be spared. Let Nenharuta the scorcher be. Let Nergal be the annihilator. So did Enlil the decision announce. To them, a secret of the gods I shall reveal. The hiding place of the terror weapons to them I shall disclose. The two sons, one mine, one his, to his inner chamber Enlil summoned. Nergal, as he went by me, his gaze averted. Alas, I cried out without words, brother has turned against brother. Are the prior times fated to repeat? A secret from the olden times to them Enlil was revealing. The weapons of terror to their hands entrusting. Clad with terror, with a brilliance they are unleashed. All they touch to a dust heap they turn. For brother against brother on earth they were forsworn, neither region to affect. Now the oath was undone, like a broken jar in useless pieces. The two sons, full of glee, with quickened step from Enlil's chamber emerged, for weapons departing. The other gods turned back to their cities. None of his own calamity had a foreboding. Now this is the account of the prior times and of the weapons of terror. Before the prior times was the beginning. After the prior times were the olden times. In the olden times the gods came to earth and created the earthlings. In the prior times the gods came to earth and created the earthlings. In the prior times the gods came to earth and created the earthlings. In the prior times none of the gods was on the earth, nor were the earthlings yet fashioned. In the prior times, the abode of the gods was on their own planet. NIBIRU is its name, a great planet Reddish in radiance around the sun, an elongated circuit Nibiru makes. For a time, in the cold is Nibiru engulfed, for part of its circuit by the sun strongly is it heated. A thick atmosphere Nibiru envelops, by volcanic eruptions constantly fed. All manner in life this atmosphere sustains. Without it, there will be only perishing. In the cold period, the inner heat of Nibiru, it keeps about the planet like a warm coat that constantly renewed. In the hot period, it shields Nibiru from the sun's scorching rays. In its midst reigns, it holds and releases to lakes and streams giving rise. Lush vegetation our atmosphere feeds and protects all manner of life in the waters and on the land to sprout it caused. After eons of time, our own species sprouted, by our own essence, an eternal seed to procreate. As our numbers grew, to many regions of Nibiru our ancestors spread. Some tilled the land, some four-legged creatures shepherded, some lived on the mountains, some in the valleys their home made. Rivalries occurred, encroachments happened, clashes occurred, sticks became weapons. Clans gathered into tribes, then two great nations each other faced. The nation of the north against the nation of the south took up arms. What was held by hand to thrusting missiles was turned. Weapons of thunder and brilliance increased the terror. A war, long and fierce, engulfed the planet, brother amassed against brother. There was death and destruction, both north and south. For many circuits, dislocation reigned the land. All life was diminished. Then a truce was declared. Then peacemaking was conducted. Let the nations be united. The emissaries said to one another, let there be one throne on Nibiru, one king to reign over all. Let a leader from north or from south by lot be chosen, one king supreme to be. If he be from north, let south choose a female to be his spouse as equal queen to reign alongside. If by lot a south male be chosen, let the north female be his spouse. Husband and wife let them be, as one flesh to become. Let their firstborn son be the successor. Let a unified dynasty thus be formed, unity on Nibiru forever to establish. In the midst of the ruins, peace was started. North and south by marriage were united. The royal throne into one flesh combined, an unbroken line of kingship established. The first king after peace was made. A warrior of the north he was, a mighty commander. By lots, true and fair, was he chosen. His decrees in unity were accepted. For his abode he built a splendid city. Agad, unity meaning, was its name. For his reign a royal title he was granted, and it was the celestial one was its meaning. With strong arm order in the lands he re-established. Laws and regulations he decreed. Governors for each land he appointed. Restoration and reclamation was their foremost task.